A company's mission, a lot of times, just gets kind of brushed aside as one of those things that big companies do that isn't really all that necessary to your success. But I'm here today to tell you that it is incredibly important as a tool to show that your company has goals that they're working on now and they have vision for what they want to accomplish in the future. So today, we're going to get really clear on this point. I want you first to understand what mission, vision, and values are, how to use them as marketing tools, because that's partially what we're talking about with these mission, vision, and values statements, and how you can draft your own in a snap. My name is Trent Kennelly. I'm a marketing strategist, and on this channel, I talk about all the things that you can do to improve your business through marketing, sales, and analytics. So if that sounds good to you and you're excited, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're into it, comment and let me know what your company's most important value is. And we're gonna get into why that's important in just a few minutes in this video, but until then, let's get started. Okay, so what are these things, mission, vision, and values? Well, let's put mission and vision kind of together because they're kind of two parts of the same idea. So mission talks about what your reason for existence is right now. What are you doing right now and how are you providing value to people right now? Vision looks at who you want to be in the future. What eventual goals do you want to accomplish? How do you eventually want your business to contribute to society? That sort of thing. A lot of the time you're going to see mission and vision combined into a single statement, a single sentence or paragraph. There's really nothing wrong with this as long as it's clear what you're standing for now and what you stand for your future goals. It's really not about the structure. It's more about clearly delineating where you are, where you're going, and what you stand for. And values are really that what you stand for piece. They give more specifics about what things that you're focusing on to be the company that you are now and the company that you want to be in the future. So it's looking at your core belief or core beliefs. There can be many, of course. You can have many core beliefs. Everybody does. And you're going to find that what's happening here is that these core beliefs are very specific and they kind of inform the mission and the vision. So you're almost like starting with the values and going to mission and vision, but we'll get to that in just a minute. So let's go through an example real quick just to understand this a little bit better. We're going to look at Tesla, and Tesla's mission statement is, quote, to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, end quote. So they are right now working to make the transition to sustainable energy occur more quickly, and that's something that is currently part of every plan that they make and every speech that they're giving. Their vision is, quote, to create the most compelling car company of the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric vehicles, end quote. So here they're looking toward a future where their current efforts have not only paid off for the environment, but for their bottom line as well, because obviously they're a business and they need to be making money as well. They're saying we've been so prevalent on the forefront of the sustainable car movement that in the future, everybody is going to know Tesla and sales are going to soar forever. And then the core values of Tesla are 1, move fast and be innovative, 2, pursue sustainable energy, and 3, connect the car, driver, and environment. All three of these values break down the points made in the mission and vision statements into specifics. It's really important here to look at this as the specifics of the mission and vision statements because those statements on their own are pretty broad. Just take a step back and just ask yourself, what the hell does create the most compelling car company of the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric vehicles really mean? It's so broad, you can't really understand what they're meaning to say there. With those values in place, you can understand more specifically what things that they're going to do to stand for those mission and vision statements. Because without those values, you can't really stand on a mission and vision statement. It's too vague. All right, so now that we understand how these three elements work together and how they also kind of stand apart on their own, let's understand how to use them as marketing tools, because these are marketing tools. These are not just internal documents for your employees to see. Your mission, vision, and core values are all things that will be visible to your potential customers. And as with everything that's customer facing, you have to think about two things. How is the customer going to interpret this? And is it something that I can uphold as a company? All right, let's start with customer interpretation. So this is as important here as with any paid ad or content marketing or SEO or anything else that you're doing online. Is your message clear and can it be interpreted any other way? You want to make sure that there is absolutely no question as to what your company's current goals, future activities, and values are. This is a question that gets pretty close to who are you? Who are you as a company? What do you stand for? That sort of thing. So you want to make sure that the customer understands this unequivocally. So just another example here, McDonald's mission statement is, or at least was, I don't know if this is still the case, quote, McDonald's brand mission is to be our customers' favorite place and way to eat and drink, end quote. That is absolute word soup. It's hard for any customer to understand what McDonald's stands for with a mission statement as garbage as this. But if it had been something closer to, McDonald's mission is to be a destination restaurant for our customers to eat their favorite foods fast and easily, it becomes much clearer. There's not much that you can misinterpret in that statement. All right, now let's talk about how to craft your own statements. So up to now, we've been talking mission, then vision, then values, as if it's some chronological order. But actually, when we're writing our own mission statements and vision statements, we need to start with our core values. This is the why of your company. What did you make this company for besides the obvious of making money? You obviously want to make money with the company, but what are you trying to accomplish? Most companies aren't interested in just being a choice. They want to be the best in one way or another. So how are your core values going to help you to get to that best point? Tesla's core value of pursuing sustainable energy is a specific point that they use in their current mission to accelerate the world's use of sustainable energy, and that's how they're trying to be the best. So to find your core values, the first and most important step is to figure out what's important to you and your organization. Are you focused on sustainability, creating great products, promoting peace? These are your core values. They are your why. But in that process, while you're building those core values out, you might find that you have 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 or 100 different values. That is too much. Remember that your customers are going to see this, so it needs to be simple to digest and understand and take action on. I would suggest a maximum of 3. So out of that huge list of values that you've already developed, select the most important and use clear language to make it obvious what you're about. The next thing to draft is your mission statement. So again, what are you doing right now to accomplish the core values of your company? At its base, you're tying your core values into the actions that you're taking today. So for instance, let's say that your core values are high quality products, strong local communities, and a positive workforce. Your mission might be something like, quote, to create incredible products with the happiest team on earth that our customers love to share with their community, end quote. This encompasses all 3 of those values. There's good products, happy workers, and community building inside that mission. It's also important to note here that a mission does not have to be word soup. You're looking to incorporate your values, but you don't want to just shove them in there. This is not keyword stuffing. It's not an SEO activity. You're writing something that engages the reader and gets them more interested in buying from you or working for you or whatever. So it's absolutely vital that this not only include your values, but that it sound good and be easy to understand as well. Finally, your vision statement. So assuming you didn't put it in the same sentence as your mission statement, the elements are similar to that mission, but just kind of looking into the future. At its most basic form, it asks that old interview trope, where do you want to be in 5 years? So what impact do you want to have had on the world in 5 or 10 years? How would you like your company's legacy to be established? Where do those core values lead you in the future? Just going back to Tesla, they want to be the best electronic vehicle company in the world because they pushed the market into this new market today. Your vision doesn't have to be as grand as all that, but if you use the mission that we just drafted a few minutes ago, maybe you want the company to have established itself through community engagement. So maybe it's something like, quote, to change the way communities interact using new products that are designed to make those communities better. There's a clear vision there about what you want to have accomplished in 5 or 10 years. You want to make those communities better through the product sales that you make. Last point on this creation process, keep your statements short. Nobody wants to read an insanely long mission and vision statement. 1 or 2 sentences is enough to get your point across as long as it is simple to understand and simple to digest. And that is really the most important part of a mission statement and a vision statement is simplicity. Make it so that people understand it easily so that they want to work with you or for you or whatever. And that's really all there is to it. Mission, vision, and values are really great marketing and recruitment tools if you use them right, so I hope that this was helpful for you. Let me know what your core values are and what you're trying to accomplish through this process. I would love to know where you are on this process and maybe even help you out just in the comments, so make sure that you let me know. Otherwise, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're into it, and I will catch you in the next one.